leaders of today, not tomorrow. There is no tomorrow and there is no future. I don't have a future because the future sits right inside of me. If I don't work hard to manifest the future, then I don't have a future. So I'm glad to be here. I want to appreciate, I didn't know that Vinka is my sister. Yedirandiga, Nachiyinji. It's a pleasure meeting you. I want to introduce someone, just one person in our midst. He's my mentor. Rapata Yagala Kuchogera, my programs director. Omukungu Abe Muchibi. I'll call him a guy because he loves being called a guy. He had my programs on Akabozi. When I went to CBS, he told me, Simon, you're doing some good work there. Can you join us? He created an evening program for me in 2010. From 2010 to date, I've been conducting that program early in the morning at exactly 6. Fortunately, not unfortunately, fortunately, I've never received any penny from CBS, but I've continued to serve and to do the program. You should clap for that. I think it is better also. We gather at the time when all of us are not happy about the leadership that we have. I'm not going to talk about drugs. For anyone consuming or using drugs is a person who don't understand who they really are. People use drugs to feel a certain way. But if you know who you are, you already feel a certain way. So if you know who you are, there is no need to use drugs. 50 years from now, I'll be 87 years. Because I'm making 37 years in November. 50 years from now, I'll be 87 years. 57, 87. 50 years from today, you'll be 60, 50 something. Not so? It means the time we have on earth is not so much. Sometimes there were days I used to look at myself as a young man in high school. In O level, I left 3 schools, not willingly, forcefully, because I was a bit stubborn. I was too tiny, but very unruly in O level. I found myself in senior 5 when I contested to become a minister of entertainment. Results came back when I was a minister of education. Things changed. That is the day I realized that in Uganda everything is possible. But from the time I asked a gentleman who turned the results, a minister of entertainment, to become a minister of education, I asked this gentleman, why did you do that? This is his statement. He told me that we saw something in you, because I used to be a rapper, you know. These Vinkas, I don't know where they would be. I used to be a rapper. But in senior 5, I was in charge of organizing internal and external debates, representing my school in internal and external seminars. And that is the moment my life changed. And I would say that is the moment I realized that I'm supposed to be a public speaker. That is why from senior 5 to date, I've never done anything else apart from speaking. So if 50 years from today we're going to be old, then this nation is looking up to us. We, today. We got at the time when to be a leader you must be a liar. In our days, we didn't have posters to campaign. We didn't give out sweets. You have grown up in a time when you have to give out sweets, when you have to produce posters, when you have to literally do all things that politicians do. Do you know what they are training? That is total corruption and bribery. Otherwise, you're simply supposed to stand before your fellow students, show them what you intend to offer, and do the school, what value that you intend to add, and they pick you if they wish. If they don't see it, they don't. So, you come here at a challenging time when this country is no longer looking for politicians, it is looking for leaders. Who is the leader? What is the difference between a leader and a manager? As the politicians focus on the next election, a leader is focusing on the next generation. We understand that we are not going to be here tomorrow. So our greatest role is first to mentor others. I'm not so religious, but I'm very spiritual. I hope you get the difference. My relationship with my God is so strong that even when I'm driving, even when I'm walking, I'm praying. But this is what Jesus said. He told his disciples that if I go, you'll do greater works than I. Meaning, leaders prepare people that are greater than them. As a matter of fact, Jesus didn't even come to Africa. But I want you to imagine I'm Simon. How did I become Simon? I didn't even have to become a Simon. I would still be a Christian when I'm Senkaayi Serunkuma, maybe. Because you cannot find an English person called Senkaayi. This is a biological GPS. If I found you in Europe and you told me you're Tumusime, definitely my mind would run back to Africa. And when I reach Africa, it would run back to East Africa. When I reach East Africa, it will come to Uganda. When I come to Uganda, I'll go to Western Uganda. That is a biological GPS, a natural GPS system that we had that we no longer respect because of leaders that do not exhibit the values and the purpose of who we are. All of us here are great. God never created anyone average. All of us here are great. How many of you want to be great? Put up your hand as if you mean it. How many of you want to be great? Now, listen to this if you have a piece of paper, if you have somewhere to write. Greatness is a product of influence. You cannot be great unless you're able to command influence among people. Influence is a product of significance. You can't be influential unless you're important in society. Significance is a result of value. The value that is in you, that's what makes you important. It's not your position, it is not your degree, it is not anything. If I told you I have 2, 3 degrees, would you accept? Because a degree is a piece of paper given to us at the end of the training. A degree is not a paper. A degree is what remains in your head after forgetting everything you are taught in class. In the days of our forefathers, education used to be defined as an investment in human capital. Today, education is what remains in your head after forgetting everything you are taught in school. My mentor here, Abe Mchivi, yes, he noted it that education was part of it. It is true, education is part of why he is who he is. But let me tell you, there is something. He has value. But that value is a result of, it's an accumulation. It is a result of refinement. He's been mentored. He's been guided. He's been corrected several times, and many times he's been offended and abused. There are so many people who never believed in us, even those that at first inspired us to become who we are. We never stopped. Value is a result of refinement, but refinement comes from uniqueness. None of you can be me, and I cannot be any other person. That is why when I reach audiences, when I come across people, I don't look at them as competitors, I look at them as colleagues, because my story is unique. Uniqueness sits in a gift. Uniqueness is the product of a gift, and the gift is given by God. Meaning, if you want to be great, first you must understand that exceptionality in you, that advantage, that edge you have over other people, that is your gift. Vinka is who she is because of her gift. Dradzapana started because of Annie's gift. Think of any person that you can imagine. They are who they are because of the gift. A gift is given naturally. You're born with it. Each of us is born with a gift. But every gift must have a skill. A skill, you perfect it through a series of trainings and mentorship and guidance. So when you find your gift, you have found something that separates you from the entire human race. Your gift is your kingdom. Your gift is your power. That's why scriptures say, seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and everything shall be added unto you. The kingdom is not religion. The kingdom is that part of you that God gave you in your formation. Scriptures say, I knew you before you came. Who? You and I. He knew us before we came. It means we existed. Our role here is to manifest that which was completed thousands of years ago. I didn't come here on earth to do anything new. I came to manifest that which is hidden inside of me. And that is my gift. And my gift is my advantage, is my uniqueness. And that uniqueness, if I work on it, invest in it, be disciplined. In fact, in the dictionary, D comes before S. Discipline comes before success. I can drink, I can smoke, I can move around with women. It's in my power. But I don't. Why? Because I know what I want to become, and I know who I am and I want to be. That alone protects me. There are certain places you won't find me. There are certain people I won't relate with, even if they have lots of opportunities. There are certain things I won't do. Why? Because I know my value. If I'm in a place that undervalues me, definitely I have to leave. So when you work hard on that gift, that is refinement, people will start seeing value in you. They'll relate with you. Even in schools, there is a reason why your prefects and others are followers. The difference between a leader and a follower is choice. You decided to contest to become leaders. Some decided to follow you. So life is a choice. Life is a decision. You can choose to be who you are. Anything that you feel you can be, you can be. Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. There's no magic. So the more value you accumulate, the more important you become in society. The more important you become in society, the more powerful, that is influential. The more influential, the greater you are. But scripture says the greatest among you shall be a servant of all. I'm a servant of my gift. Every month I read 2 books. Every month it's a discipline. I read 2 books. When you come to my home, you're going to see hundreds of books because I buy 2 books every month. It's a discipline. I read 2 books because if you want to lead, you must read. If you want to earn more, you must learn more. Simply remove L to earn. You can't be a leader if you're not a reader. Because most of the answers that we are looking for in life are in books. But then our education has not trained us to think and to read. That is why almost 80% of young people who leave high school, even at university, they even count the number of times they entered the school libraries. How often do you enter a school library? How many books have you read? So, the more influential, the greater you are. I had asked Anne to bring for me a purple here. Unfortunately, I didn't find a purple. Do you know purple? A purple. A papaali. Mu Buganda tetwetawaanya. Purple, papaali. Mumanye papai. You can count the number of seeds in one pawpaw, right? Right? How many of you can count the number of pawpaws in one seed? Our education can only teach us to count the number of seeds in one, but it is hard to count the number of pawpaws in one seed. Each of you here is a seed. No one knows how powerful you are. No one understands how much potential you have. Each of you here is a seed. The question is, do you understand what kind of seed you are? This is what happens. When you eat a mango, what remains is a seed. In my language, we call it a chisigo. Do you know why we call it a chisigo? Because in your eyes, it has lost value. A chisigo bachikolera ki? Throw it anywhere you want. When you call it a seed, oba oyina kugisimba, bw'ogiyita ensigo oba oyina kugitereka kugisimba. If you call it a chisigo, oba oyina kukisuula. After eating, what remains is a seed. Throw it anywhere. This seed is subjected to different weather conditions, both wet and dry. But after a certain period of time, it breaks and brings out the root and the shoot, right? Mwali musanzenko ensigo ng'emeredde kungulu. A bean seed, omanyi kati mmwe temumanyira nsigo. I was shocked. I found a young girl, she's 9 years. She didn't know where eggs come from. What kind of generation are we raising? Ne bamubuuza omwana eggi livaawa mu supermarket. Mwe temulima mmwe? Not so. Have you come across a seed that has brought out the root and the shoot, but it is on the surface of the soil? Temusangako nsigo ng'emeze oba ya muyembe naye ng'eri kungulu. That means that whatever that seed needed to become what it was created to be was already hidden inside of the seed. Leave Vink alone. Focus. I'm telling you. She's in a kingdom. In your kingdom, you don't seek followers. Followers are attracted to you. That is the power of your kingdom. That is the power of you finding your kingdom. She's in a kingdom. That is why I can give you some few minutes to look at her as she moves out. Please wave to these people. Yes. She's gone now. Now it is your time to find your kingdom. That's your power. So when this seed is thrown somewhere, it begins to grow. When it grows into a huge tree with huge mangoes, it has 5 principles that I want to share with you. I only have 30 minutes. The first principle is a mango tree never eats its own fruits. That is the first principle. It fights alone. It struggles on its own to find the nutrients in the soil until when it bears good fruits. But it will never eat its own fruits. The second principle is a mango tree never calls people to eat the fruits. Even if a tree is hidden in a forest somewhere, for as long as people can see the fruits from a distance, they will create a way to the tree. Omuti gw'omuyembe teguyita balya. In schools, we used to have these bells. Kawunga n'ebijanjaalo, kawunga n'ebijanjaalo. You remember? You no longer have them. You have electric bells, right? For us, twalina zino empanka z'emmotoka. Nga zebakola ki? In primary, nga zebakuba. The third principle is the tree never takes its fruits to the market. It is always the market to come to the tree that has fruits, because the market is more interested in the fruits than a tree is interested in the market. The fourth principle is every season a tree will bear fruits. whether they ate last season or not, whether those that ate appreciated or not, it will bear the fruit. The fifth principle, whoever stands before the tree is willing to offer its fruits for free. It doesn't care whether this person is an acholi or not. When you go to acholi and you find a mango tree, it doesn't care where you come from, what you believe in, how you look like, whether you even had a shower last night or not. A tree is willing to offer its fruits for free. Those are the 5 principles. Now, why do trees offer their fruits for free? Someone should tell me. What's your name? You're very attentive. No, this one. Na? Nasuna? Okay. You can stand up. You're a prefect. Stand up. Why do trees offer their fruits for free?
All I know why trees offer their fruits for free.
Yeah.
That's because these trees, they are a free gift of nature. They are given to us by God. So they also give in what they have for free.
For free.
Yes.
But do you think man is a selfish animal? Do you think there is any other reason? Yes. There is a lady there. A lady in a jacket, a dark blue jacket. What's your name? You didn't even tell us your name. You're missing these people to know you.
I am Nakano Aji Sandra Sarah from
Yes.
Atlas High School, Gayaza. I think a mango tree gives out its fruits for free because it knows that time will come and I bear more fruits than what I'm giving out.
So that's also right. You can clap for her. It's next to the answer. Yes, sir. There's a gentleman here. Which school is that?
Baptist High School.
In Janama.
Yes.
Okay.
St. Peter Jonathan Trevor. Why I think a tree gives out its fruits for free is because it understands what it is and it appreciates that that's what it has to give, and it continues to give it for free without asking for anything else.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let us get 2 more hands. Yes, there's a gentleman there. Your name, your school, you're representing your school.
Seruwoza Uthman Semu from
Sir?
Seruwoza
Yes.
Uthman Semu from Bukandla College School. I think it gives the fruits for free because the fruits are the gifts and giving them for free is the purpose.
It's a purpose. Yeah, you can clap for him. Yeah, it's a purpose. Of course, it was created to do that. Last hand there in front.
I am Wangs Ibrahim Magoba from Mount St. Andrews High School, Mukono. I do think that the tree gives out these fruits for free because it bears them freely.
Okay.
And the other thing, I think that it gives the fruits for free to bear more fruits because it cannot give out, it can't bear fruits minus giving them out.
Clap for yourselves. Now, a tree offers its fruits for free for one reason. A tree doesn't want to be cut down. The tree understands that its survival in nature, it must offer nice, sweet fruits to humans. If not, they'll cut it down. Right? So any tree that offers nice fruits, good fruits, people will protect it if you try to cut it down. Meaning, a tree understands that to get what it wants, it must give what it has, right? God's concept of success and greatness sits on the premise that to get what you want, you must give what you have for free. That has been turned in our generation that the number of people who want to get without giving is increasing every day. That is why everyone is taking. Wherever they are taking. Your survival, your greatness in this country, in this world, will be determined by the number of fruits that you can offer to the world for free. As a matter of fact, what's a business? A business is a solution to a certain problem. Every business is a solution to a certain problem. God knew that this country, this world will have lots of problems. Instead of creating solutions, He created humans. Every human you come across is a solution to a certain problem. And a business is born at the day this solution meets the problem. You can't start a retailer shop for your family. You open up a retailer shop with hope that people around that village will support you. You don't have an agreement with them. So, what is it that you can offer? I've said all these things. I need some water. Some water. So what is it that you can offer? You. Living a purposeful life means you understand who you are and what you have to offer to the world. Fresh kid at the age of 5 found his kingdom. At the age of 5, found his kingdom. The father was broke, the mother was broke. If parents were broke, grandparents were. No one knew fresh kid, no one knew their family. Probably. He was not even going to school, probably. At the age of 7, after mentorship, had work, commitment, and people that believed in this young boy, at the age of 7, he produced a hit. After that hit, Sudhir called him and the manager, and he was willing to sponsor his education, his primary education, for free. After that hit, fresh kid got many opportunities, much more money. They even changed the location. Fresh kid gave birth again. The parents became born again by the boy. Fresh kid made his father fresh dad and his mom fresh mom. Does fresh kid, does he have a degree? What does he have? He understands his purpose. If fresh kid was in Europe or United States of America, they would have taken him to a music school to study science of music, math of music, English of music, and social studies of music. At the age of 15, he would be on the international platform producing music. Now, what is going to happen? If he doesn't receive proper mentorship, he's going to go through our system. Our system is heavy. That is why recently the Minister of Education was trying to restructure, to change it. It is heavy. You don't understand what it means studying 13 subjects. You don't understand what it means being judged a fool just because you failed an examination. You fail math, they think you're stupid. When your power is not in math, it's in English. That is the same thing, a quote that says, our education judges the fish by its ability to climb a tree. Judges a fish by its ability to climb a what? A fish was created to swim, a bird created to fly. We were created to do other things. You cannot judge me basing on something that doesn't define who I am. Some of you will even fail some papers. That doesn't mean that you're weak. It means that's not your area. You need to find yourself. When you find yourself, you have come across your power, your dominion. So what's your dominion? Your dominion sits in your gift. At the level where you are, I urge you, even mentors, teachers, parents, I urge you to help these young people understand their power. In the days of Mr. Abe Muchivi, performing arts were an expression of a failure. Not so? You were regarded a failure in society just because you became a musician. It is only in this generation that has been proven that you can be powerful even when you're a musician, even when you're a dramatist. So you have an opportunity to find yourselves. I urge you and leave you with 4 questions. The first question is, who are you? Go and discuss these questions. Form clubs, Drugs Apana clubs. But in Drugs Apana clubs, don't only talk about drugs, because the reason why people consume drugs, they don't know who they are. They don't understand their worth. So the first question is, who are you? The second question is, what do you want in life? There are so many good things, but not all good things are right for you. What do you want? The third question is, what price must you pay to have it? For everything that you want, there is a price. The price we pay is equivalent to the magnitude of the dream we are pursuing. Jesus had to die for the dream that he was pursuing. And those of you that simply want to claim his name and simply walk away, I pity you. You must carry your own cross after claiming his name. You must carry the cross. So the last question is, when do you want what you want? Hey, a goal is a dream with a deadline. Go back to schools. Know and understand that in a few years from now, you'll be out in the world. Some of you are in senior 5, others are in senior 6. 4 years from today, or 5 years or 6 years maximum, you'll be in the world, struggling and competing with us. So, you must understand, use this time to understand and find your power. If you're not sure of this, find ways of interacting with your mentors and asking them to call this team to visit your school, to interact with you, to share with you, so that you shape your passions. When you shape your passions, when you understand who you are, when you value yourself, if you're a girl, boys are not going to use you. If you're a boy, you're not just going to live your life anyhow because you understand your value. I conclude by reminding you that HIV/AIDS lives and is alive in us. It works like human beings. Katikiro always reminds us that to get malaria, sometimes you don't know. You feel after a female Anopheles mosquito has given you a few bites. But to get HIV, you go willing. You even look at the process. You even examine the process. So the power is in our. Thank you so much. I wish you a good evening.
Thank you so much, Mr. Simon Senkaayi.